These traitors. Du Guzhantien was overwhelmed. What? Those loyal officials that follow the emperor around all support Zhuge Changfeng, be it civil or military, all the emperor is left with are a scarce few. Your Majesty, this is a matter of great importance for the nation. We, loyal subjects to the flag, ask your Majesty to make a swift decision so that I may reply to the Chuanrong Emperor at once. Humph, Prime Minister. Why the rush? You have so much care for Chuanrong. If someone didn't know better, they might think that you are Chuanrong's Prime Minister. His Majesty's accusation is heavy. It started off as a joke, but it singled out Zhuge Changfeng, the Prime Minister, as the nation's traitor. Is His Majesty so enraged that he can't control himself? Your Majesty, please don't joke. I am under Tianyu's payroll, working in its best interests. Try to understand, Your Majesty, everything I do is for the Empire. Of course, I understand the Prime Minister's toil. As per the Prime Minister's petition, I shall allow Chuanrong's delegation into Tianyu. The lockdown on the imperial capital will be lifted, and the High Priest's case will be postponed until after my celebration. Your Majesty is wise. A bunch of traitors. Meanwhile, in the High Priest's observatory. Is this the Yun clan's heirloom, the 8th grade spiritual weapon? Heaven-linking apparatus? That's right. By having the heaven-linking apparatus commune with the world, I can see what happens in the world. As I watched the stars last night, I saw the vile dragon converge his attention here. But that is only a rough estimate. Only through the heaven-linking apparatus can I see its precise focus and how it tangles with the other faction's fate. So that's how it is. You do what you do best, and I'll be on the lookout. This is the home of the Yun clan. Having a lookout is like saying we came here to steal from ourselves. Well, you do have a point. Nevertheless, with every house having eyes and ears everywhere, I'll block them. He doesn't seem so bad, at least not to his people. Or they wouldn't hold a birthday party for him. This recall also brought her unmistakably to the moment. Throwing myself at him last night was like giving him a birthday present. I'm so embarrassed. Okay, let's get started. She stared at the heaven-linking apparatus. This is. The stars above transformed into 4 dragons, roaming above Tianyu and tearing at each other. The alarm on Yun Shuang's face. As for the final winner, it was unclear. But the aftermath of this war would leave Tianyu filled with corpses and the people a wreck for decades to come. Zhuofan ran over, interested. It's over? Shuanga, what's wrong? Did the wind get in your eye? Steward Zhuo, I'm begging you. You can ignore what happened to my grandfather, but please, you must prevent the bloodshed from happening. Only you can alter Tianyu's fate and free the people from suffering. I will do my best, but what? I keep my private matters separate from business. Personal matters always come first. You are with me now, and I will help you with your troubles. But everything else will be done in passing. That's just my style. You'll know soon enough. Now, what did you see? The vile dragon's focus is on the Luo clan. What do you mean? That is what fate tells me. The vile dragon will come down hard, but it also has an augmenting effect. The other 3 factions' fortunes will be enhanced, while only the Luo clan weakens. The arrival of Chuanrong in Tianyu won't bode well for the Luo clan. How can this be? The other 3 get enhanced. This shouldn't be the case. I can understand if those 2 grow, but the crouching dragon, the vile dragon comes with the crouching dragon in mind, so why would it result in the Luo clan's suffering? Don't you find it odd? An educated guess tells us that Chuanrong's first target is Tianyu's imperial family, the crouching dragon. But the heavens have shown the contrary. I can't make sense of it either. Yun Xuanji said that fate is fraught with death and life's paths, while different men make different choices, treading different paths. The 3 houses must have done something to make the vile dragon target the Luo clan. What else could make the mighty Chuanrong Empire focus on the little old us? What about the Luo clan's fortune? I don't know. The Luo clan has you at the helm. With you being out of heaven's control, I can only see the present and immediate situation, while the future is blocked. As the saying goes, know yourself and the enemy, and you'll always be victorious. Although I may know the enemies, I'm in the dark about my own clan, making my own future actions uncertain. Being outside of fate is not all it's cracked up to be. The priority now is finding out the 3 houses' activities. With such a particularly large event in play, a master plan has to be brewing in a deep, dark corner. If we don't crack it, then I'm afraid we're going to be involved. Okay, let's go back. It was such a fortune to have you around at this time and to find out about all this before it was too late. It's fine. I'm doing it for my grandfather and the people. But 1,000 meters out, on a pavilion, two shadows kept their sights on them until they were gone. Our Shadow Recon team has never been so useless before. We're so far away that we can't see or hear anything. What's the point? It's not like we explicitly asked to tail Zhuofan, now is it? Any closer, and he'd see us. Not even a miracle would save us then. Come on, let's check what they did inside. Maybe we'll find something. Humph, now the great shadow guards have turned into garbage men. While Zhuofan's mind was on the shifting situation, he was out bumping into his allies and had Yun Shuang peek the sky over for any other changes. The shadows trailing them, though, never once got anything useful. Why does everyone stammer whenever I ask about Qing Cheng? Will Chuanrong play out like the prediction? Are they the fourth power to push down on the Luo clan? I have to ask Elder Li and the others to make some preparations in advance. The Luo clan needs overwhelming power, and fast. Zhuofan took out Ascending Jade. 3 months later, the Chuanrong's delegation had arrived. Zhuofan, there's something here. Come take a look. Princess, what are you up to this time? I don't have the time, so go ahead with Yunhai and young miss. This is a once-in-a-100 years occasion. It's so kind of me to invite you to see the show, so the least you could do is thank me. See the show? More like you wanting to jump right in. Zhuofan, Chuanrong's delegation has come. They're about to enter the city. It's a chance to see exotic cultures that you should never miss. What, Chuanrong? Hey, wait for me. Let's go too. Chuanrong is coming. I want to check them out. Let's see how strong they are and what threat they pose to the Luo clan. Brother Zhuo, this way. Long Xingyun waved for him to come sit with his allies. Brother Zhuo, the entire second floor is reserved for the house's disciples to get a clearer view of Chuanrong's delegation. I wonder how many experts they have. Humph, martial fanatic. Heh. Yang Fu, you've come to see the excitement and won't even greet me? Steward Zhuo, what a coincidence. Yang Fu, my master and martial aunt are almost here, and you didn't get us seats, eh? Zhuofan. She noticed Zhuofan's unnatural gaze and blushed, ducking her head. Brother Zhuo, to tell you the truth, they have been together for a long time. But you were so cooped up that you never notice. What, Zhuofan, you didn't want Dandan, and now you're going to ruin her life. That's just evil of you. Zhuofan flicked his hand. Well done. Then he cracked up. Finally, I can get rid of this burden. Zhuofan, what's that supposed to mean? You felt nothing for Dandan all this time? Are you dead inside? When someone has their eyes on Dandanan, you curse. When someone doesn't have their eyes on Dandan, you curse. What do you want people to do? Well, this is for the best. Yang Fu, you came here. Go. Your future mother-in-law is calling you. Shut up. The rumbling sound announced the opening of the city gates. Look at those spiritual beasts. They are all 5th level ones. Awesome. They've finally arrived. Vile dragon. Fanged savage beasts strutting onward in orderly fashion. A fair and virtuous lady, a great catch. Chuanrong is famous for their beast-taming skills. I want to try the combined power of a man and a beast. This is a chance for our nations to shake hands. You can't go start a war, especially with that beauty. 3 profound heaven cultivators, 3 radiant stage cultivators, and 1,000 veteran cavalry in the bone-tempering stage. Adding 1,000 3rd-level spiritual beasts and 6 5th-level spiritual beasts. Can this army threaten the Luo clan? Zhuofan, what are you looking at? At oddities. What oddities? Since they are oddities, it's not that easy to see. If I could find them, I wouldn't have to look, idiot. Zhuofan. The sky shook under the noise and the Chuanrong delegation stopped. Zhuofan's side watched one leader's mount roaring and getting ready for attack. In front of it was a 5-year-old child, crying on the ground. Forgive me, the child is too young to understand. I'll take him away. It's fine, uncle. Are all Tianyu's people without decorum? I am the Chuanrong Empire's general. And for you, an ant, to bump into me is a gross act of disrespect. Can you bear the responsibility of a war between us? Cut the act. How could we start a war over this? We'd have been at war for ages by now otherwise. Sir, forgive us, I am at fault. Please don't aggravate the matter. Lahan, stop making a scene. Young miss, don't worry. I was only messing with Tianyu's pests. It won't change anything. I can overlook this for Tianyu out of the kindness of my heart. But my mount here has special tastes, you see. Every time it bumps into someone, It feels the urge to swallow something, or his bad mood might affect my own. So tell me, how will you settle this? Jalahan, having fun is one thing, but don't cross the line. Young miss, it's just a game. No harm, no foul. Grandpa, this is outrageous. They've come to our land and yet act all high and mighty. Brother Xie, they were invited. We can't interfere, not with the officials having yet to appear. It will only invite trouble. The great noble houses, afraid of stirring trouble? I never saw you stop once from looking for trouble, yet now you've decided to sit back. Cowards. Zhuofan, follow me as we teach them a lesson. Knock yourself out. I don't feel like it. Like you said, the 7 houses have made it a tradition to look for trouble. So you can handle it. Oh, Xiao Dandan, weren't you once high-strung as well? I was more confused than angry then. Why bring it up? Yang Fu, you're no better either. True, every time I went out with my master, I'd be throwing my weight around. But since I joined the Luo clan, with its tight rules, I never get the chance. See that, princess? We may look calm and kind on the surface, but there's a festering evil in our bones, like those guys below. Aren't you expecting too much, sending us mean guys into another mean guy's business? If you don't go, I will. Chuanrong are guests and nothing more. Since when have they started acting as hosts? Yun Shuang stood before the elder and the child. I can ignore other people's business, but our own, it's Shuanger. We have to go save her. Time to probe the Chuanrong for a bit. Missy, are you out for a quick death? Hasn't your emperor taught you how to receive guests? You'll now butt into another's problems, even Chuanrong's delegation. If you call yourselves guests, then you need to act like them. I've never seen a guest as outrageous as you. Whether I act as a guest or not will depend on the ability of the host. I'm going to take those 2 for my mount as a snack today. No one can save them. I promise. Stop it. Yun Shuang shot a palm at the beast's skull. Jia Lahan merely snickered and released his aura. A profound heaven girl dares to interfere. I wonder what gave you the gall. Jia Lahan, stop this instant. The old man and child closed their eyes, knowing their end was inescapable, waiting for the jaws of death to close on them. What? It's him. The savage beast's huge body was stopped by a red hand. What stood before them was a youth with white hair. How is that possible? With just one hand. He was able to hold back a 5th-level spiritual beast with one hand. Does Tianyu actually have such a person? This hypocrite. He just said that he'd stay out of this, yet he's the first one to run up. Isn't it great, though? He's the only one who dares to butt into such an affair. Old man, do you want me to stand here forever? Beat it. Thank you, Steward Zhuo. I will never forget this. Bastard. How dare you stand in my way? Go to sleep, kitty. The 5th-level spiritual beast slammed into the ground like a ton of bricks, knocked out cold. A steward? Is he just a steward? How can he be so powerful? What's this person's identity? How come we've never heard of such an outrageous being in Tianyu? His fame is great as well. Everyone practically loves him. Damn it. What is the intelligence department even doing? An expert like this that every citizen knows about, yet we've not heard of him? They're all nothing but 2-bit reject. Steward Zhuo. Forgive me, Steward Zhuo, for our tardiness in buying the goods you asked for. Please don't blame us. We are mere servants, nothing in your eyes, but we are hardworking. Someone blocked our path. Zhuo Fan noticed her wink and laughed. Not bad. This girl hasn't been around me for long, yet she has developed quite the flair for the dramatic. Is this girl and the girl from before just his servants? To have profound heaven cultivators as servants, then what about their elders, clan heads, and even venerables? God damn you, Hu Lianchai. How the hell did you perform your investigation? How the hell am I supposed to know when Tianyu whips out a fresh batch of clan members? Could it be that they are bluffing? You know you're wasting time, so why are you still here? If you run late and the young master isn't satisfied, I can't suffer the consequences, and you sure as hell can't either. My subordinate was too impulsive. I apologize for the trauma he caused. What are you standing around for? Back to shopping. He never once looked at them, treating them like air as he turned to Yun Shuang. Steward Zhuo, how are we to do that when they're blocking the road? That's right. Hold on while I deal with this. Hey, you guys. The Imperial Capital's main street is for walking, not parading your pets. Anything on all 4, out. You're in my way. What did you say? This is going to be a good show. The Chuanrong are beast-taming people. They have lived all their lives among them. Asking them to throw their beasts out is like demanding they give up their advantage and pride. The answer is an obvious no. Per Zhuge Fan's style, he'll first taunt his victim and then act in self-defense, leading them to strike first. The result? Of course, beating the crap out of you, all while standing on moral high ground. Let's see if anyone can top that. You asshole. How dare you touch my mount? We are Chuanrong warriors, our beasts never leave our side. We only know how to advance and never retreat. If you are capable, then you can make the spiritual beasts fall back. That kid sure is something. Who is he? So young yet versed in politics and strength. He must be leader material. He has an air about him that could only be gained in battle. Brother, your eyes are getting sharper. We've been waiting for the delegation to reach the Imperial Palace's gates, yet they just wouldn't show up. It turns out the scamp cut them off. I just can't make sense of him. He's picking a fight with anyone. He isn't called Tianyu's #1 thorn for nothing. Big brother, could you please not talk like that? It wasn't a Zhuge Fan who started it this time. Little sister really protects her own people. However, I didn't mean it as Steward Zhuo's responsibility. We'd figured there'd be some hostilities with the Chuanrong. That's what happens when we battle each other for years and years. Their delegation is only here to showcase their superiority, something we planned for. Yet here they are, dead in their tracks, and saving us plenty of trouble too. Their march to the Imperial Palace was to set up their powerful position, cut short by Zhuge Fan's interference. Sigh, it's a darn shame too. By the way, elder brother, do you know that youth? Not just know him, but he is an old rival. He is the Chuanrong Empire's commander, Thoba Tishan's only son. Tuoba Liu Feng. What? He's a young commander. Tuoba Liu Feng is shrewd, brave, and adept at leading his men. A bit on the young side, but he has earned his place in the army. We have tangled with him more times than I can count and always come at a disadvantage. They say he will take his father's place as a prime candidate to be the next commander. Elder brother, what about the others? There are 8 wolf wardens under the Chuanrong Empire's commander who are of great mettle and are unstoppable. 3 of them are currently present. The second among the 8 wolf wardens, Savage Wolf Jar Lahan. His innate power and unmatched bravery paint him as someone able to tear apart a second-level spiritual beast. A fierce opponent. That one there is an obscure wolf, Hu Lianchai, in charge of intelligence and scouting, a hidden danger. He isn't much to look at, but he is sure to be watching you. His operatives are sharp and capable. And that's the Chuanrong Empire's most famous archer, ranked 3rd in the 8 wolf wardens, the sky-piercing wolf, Zhabi. His heaven-shaking bow and cloud-nailing arrow are 6th-grade spiritual weapons. His shots are deadly, taking out the enemy generals. Even the marshal suffered at his hands. He is one opponent you can hardly guard against. Even an expert like the marshal is. Yes, the 8 wolf wardens are all tough, all radiant stage experts, and all veterans. Never underestimate them on the battlefield. Elder brother, who is that? Chuanrong Empire's imperial tutor, Han Tiemo. He is our prime minister, Zhuge Changfeng's equivalent. Does that mean the enemy has sent his best? How could they send someone of such importance to Tianyu? Don't they fear an assassination? The Chuanrong Empire is unlike ours, which has 4 pillars to hold up the nation, yet each of them is filled with their own designs. Take Godfather and Zhuge Changfeng, for example. Neither will accept the other. With years and years of constant fights at the border, they say Zhuge Changfeng had planned to go to the Chuanrong Empire once for peace talks but never carried it out. Do you know why? He feared the old marshal's betrayal. Godfather isn't the type to do this, but it'll be impossible for the Prime Minister to believe Godfather completely. But for Chuanrong, things are different. Take this mission as an example. Thoba Tishan actually allowed his son to come on this delegation because the imperial tutor is here to look after him. The reason why Han Tiemor has come in the first place is because Tuoba Tiemor has 5 million troops stationed at the border. If any danger were to come upon the delegation, the army would march south, and the empires would be tangled in a heavy war. This is the general's accord. Look at how united they are, and look at us. So, Brother Dugu, what about that pretty girl? You pervert.